Howdy all, this is Texas Gaming Industries here, and welcome to episode 17, part 3 of my Let's Play of Transport Fever 2. In the previous episode, we started production of refined oil sand, and started delivering oil to the various towns in the map. However, in this episode, we need to basically appease the people of the environmental protection people by basically showcasing that we care about the environment as much as they do. Let's see. Which one is Freight Train B1? Ah, there it is. Now, it only just needs at least one unit of plastic, and that's it. Hopefully it won't take too long. Speaking of which, man, my oil sand mines are running at full capacity. Yeah. All of my trucks are working hard at delivering the oil sands to the refinery. Plus, my new bus service is doing okay, I think. I mean, it made 1 year that was profitable, so I believe it's still good. And now it just needs to pick up some plastics. And I believe only 1 unit of plastic is needed, but I don't know if the sealing basin will still be active as soon as plastics are delivered. And we're almost done supporting the community, as we basically got a few more goods to bring into town. But my trucks, however, are getting stuck in traffic. I'm just gonna add a bus, make this one with a bus lane. That way, my trucks won't have to worry about being stuck in traffic. Alright, seal the basin. Oh yes, it still needs plastic. Perfect. So I found another good source of income. But now, I have to focus on getting a train to deliver goods here. Because without those... Well, actually, it's for the oil here, I think. Let's see. Yeah, there's no train to pick up the goods. But there is trains carrying oil in. That's still good, I guess. Let's see. Alright.
Despite all your persistent efforts to raise environmental standards, public pressure on the oil industry is on the rise. The company faces a crucial decision. It might be advisable to take advantage of the current dynamic and develop new fields of business in the green economy sector. On the other hand, the projections for anticipated earnings in the tar sands business have never been better. Invest in expanding the tar sands industry or switch to alternative branches of business.
Why don't we just switch to alternatives?
Good decision. Your company will continue to remain one of the biggest employers in the region, except that in future it will be focusing on other fields of business.
Yeesh. So, let's see, I'll have to basically modify my routes.
There's no way to get around the fact that parts of the forest have fallen victim to tar sand extraction. Naturally, you're going to campaign for suitable compensation measures on behalf of the company.
Okay, let me think. Now, let's see. Well, before we do that, though, we gotta think. So, oil will come out, then I'll have to basically loop this track out, and then reconnect to the main line. Because now that goods require plastics instead of refined oil, I have to deliver plastics here. So I'll have to assign one train to basically pick up loads of oil from the refinery, take it down here. And freight train B, of course, will pick up the loads of plastic and take it down to this goods factory. I'm also going to put in freight train C as well to deliver oil to the food refinery. Not food refinery, food processing plant. Let's see. Speaking of which, I've been thinking that I might want to replace this diesel with something a little more faster, or at least more environmentally friendly. Let's see. GP7, these two are basically 67 on the mission. This one's 71, so... What about multiple units? 62. That could basically be a nice alternative. Alright. Even though I stated I was not going to operate electric trains, I guess electrified trains could basically be a little more beneficial, as I need new equipment, and I also need to make sure my trains are more eco-friendly. Which means we'll have to replace this commuter train with something else. Let's basically add a pair of Metroliners coupled back to back. Well, actually, let's see, 78 units each. Let's just purchase an AEM7 and a couple of these coaches. It won't carry as much. Sometimes it's so difficult to choose. Alright. Our AEM7 will basically be a lot more quieter. But I still want to transport oil by rail. So let's see. Okay. And then I'll need another diesel to pick up loads of plastic. Let's see. I'll also have to earn enough money to basically afford another oil train to deliver oil to this food processing plant, and another to deliver oil into Edmonton. It's a little slow, but these emissions, however, are in really good state. Because since the vehicles are new, it won't cause much emissions. I'll have to also add a signal here, as well as here on this crossover. Reforestation.
Help Head Forester Christian carry out reforestation activities within the scope of the previously cleared areas.
Which won't be too difficult by basically placing trees all over the map.
What a successful reforestation project. You can't see the forest for all the trees anymore.
True that, but, however, at least we got that done. There's no oil at the plastics plant right now, but there should be some oil waiting to be picked up here at McMurray Central. Transport is going back up, and so is shipment. My trucks, however, are getting a little impatient, so to speak. Speaking of which, I gotta pay up. Wait, can I pay again? No. So I just need to deliver goods from the factory. And I'm hoping that the goods that I deliver into town will basically be enough. Because Edmonton is missing its supply of refined oil. But however, though, as long as I'm basically making green energy, everything will be fine. I believe it's only just 1 unit of plastic to make goods. Plus, our oil loading is not as high as it used to be. Let's see. My commuter train is still filled to the brim with passengers, that's for sure. Though I am a little curious on what colors I can basically get away with this diesel. I could give it a nice dark red, or give it a bright green. I'll just leave it as this color. Alright, once the goods arrive at the factory, I believe I should basically do it for this particular part of the mission. We still, I believe, have a little more to go before we're done with this mission.
Your company wants to set an example as a sign of its realignment. In the future, it will refrain from using fossil fuels within the framework of the local transportation services provided.
Now we have to deploy streetcars. Basically, selling up all my buses. That's fine anyway. I can simply just set up a new trolley line around town. Once I have enough money, that is. Let's see, 191. Well, I don't think I even need to operate my other trains anymore, so let's just sell them off then. Let's see. And let's basically place down a trolley depot. It will just run on the same route that the original buses did.
The attempt to switch to alternative fields of business is turning out to be a mistake. The global economy demands fuel, not experiments. You'd be better off returning to the oil business. The right decision. The demand for oil hasn't let up. The prices are rocketing. And someone has to take care of extraction and production. What's more, if it weren't for the oil business, the Canadian economy would fall apart.
Huh. Okay then, I guess the alternative fuel idea wasn't sound after all. But now we got another contract, potentially. Delivering machinery to the refinery. This could basically bring us a little extra bit of income. Let's see. We'll just basically deliver about 5 boxcars of machinery to the refinery. And now I just need to pay about this much. Perfect. And I feel like I could return back to handling other forms of transport. As for one, I'm getting rid of the electrified sections. as now that there's no need for electric trains, I reckon, since the demand for fuel is basically high, what's the point of operating one then? Okay, remove these pieces, and basically acquire myself a new diesel engine and several of these passenger cars. Though I still want to deliver oil to the food factory. Alright. Machines are ready to be picked up, and I believe our 3 trains are now ready to basically start services. Again. Besides, I believe it's just only one machine that needs to be delivered to the refinery, I believe, and then that should basically be it for this particular part of the contract. It will pick up the machines and take them straight to the factory. Well, take them straight down to the oil refinery. I could eventually earn enough money to purchase another train to pick up stuff in the McMurray chemical plant. Or, in fact, let's see. Then I could pick up a full load of plastics and deliver them here. That way, I could basically serve 2 destinations with just 1 train. As, again, I need a lot of money. And I really don't know if my trolleys are going to basically make enough money. So, nah, it's not going to work.
Despite all the activities towards sealing, some of the basins don't seem to be functioning properly. See to it that the wastewater can be disposed of elsewhere.
Ooh. Now we gotta dispose of this wastewater in one of the lakes. Plus, I don't think I need these trams now. And again, I have to do some cost cutting. I'm just gonna place down a 240-meter station here and connect it by rail, with no tunnel involved. And I'll just quickly get rid of these and add a spot here. Okay. I'll sell that one off. And basically, what color was the yellow striping on the diesel? I think it was yellow. Well, whatever the case, let's just basically pick about 60 units. Oh, wait. These tankers are not capable of carrying wastewater. Only trucks are. Bother, I forgot. Okay, let's see. I could build a road. I could basically do this, connect, and just basically extend this road to here, and just basically cut through this. And it's still prohibited area because I should basically be the owner of those trucks myself. Alright, let's see. Alright. And basically do this and build this. Could not connect all stations. What are you talking about? Is there any breaks? I don't see any. Port McMurray Exchange. Do I have to build another road to connect? Let me see. I'm gonna get rid of this and just place down another station. This is so weird. I'm gonna cut ahead and see if I can figure out the problem. I'll be back in just a quick moment. And we're back. So, it turns out, when I originally made the line from this station to this, it was for a train. However, when I got rid of the stations and added these two truck stops, the game was kind of confused. So, technically, it didn't know what to say or what to think. So, now with that fixed, we can now start delivering wastewater to the basin. And I think that might be the last part of our contract. All the while, I should start basically repaying my entirety of my loan as much as I can. Though, I do want to get at least one commuter train back into service, and get one oil train back into operation as well. It's just small steps to get the company back on its feet again. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Full load, 10 minutes. Take it up here. Putting it on line 2. And that should basically do it. Now with the oil sands back up again, for the umpteenth time, oil can be processed and taken to Edmonton, while my commuter train can finally start delivering people again. Plus, my trucks are full to the brim with, well, let's see, wastewater, yeah. It needs about 30 units each, so that truck has 36, so once this truck reaches 30, I can simply just change the direction and it will go to its next stop. It doesn't look great, but at least, however, my trucks can be able to get through without basically going a long way around. The wastewater will be dropped off there. My commuters will slowly come back to ride my trains, and the oil will start being flowed again towards its destination at Edmonton. Let's see. Alright, 30 units of wastewater. Now it should basically make its way down the road towards the basin on where it can dump it. Because, again, I'm starting to really run low on funds, and I need all the money I can get. Plus, now that I don't have my buses, I won't be able to get people delivered to town. Great. Alright, that should basically do it. With those 2 trucks, the wastewater has basically been delivered. My train is being filled up with oil. That's good. It should possibly make me enough money to purchase some extra tankers to increase the capacity of it. And with my commuter train basically in full swing, people are starting to basically come back to riding on it again. There's a few more units, and then we're basically done with this contract. And then we'll have to wait and see what happens next.
Despite compliance with all due diligence obligations and industry standards, something seems to be wrong with the wastewater basins. Try to mitigate the damage and seal the basins as quickly as possible.
Now we gotta get construction materials delivered. This will basically be easy. Guess I'll have to basically cost cut again to basically have enough money to purchase equipment. Alright, let's see. I'll make another line from here to here. Up to this station, fill it up, and it needs to basically be 60 units. Purchase this, purchase about 3 of these, and put it to work on line 3.
In the course of ecological mitigation measures, your company has settled countless wild animals in the region. What a shame that hardly anyone was aware of it. The PR department thinks it would make sense to show interested visitors all the animals that apparently feel just fine in the mining area, despite complaints to the contrary from environmental organizations.
Okay, that was quick.
The visitors are delighted by the biodiversity, which only found its way into the area in the first place thanks to mining the tar sands for oil.
Well then, I'm happy to say that we got all 3 of those special, well, you know, those free bonus tasks completed. I'm gonna cut ahead once again, and I'll see you all in just a moment once the train of building materials arrives basically at the oil sand mines. So I'll see you all in just a quick moment. And we're back. So our train of construction materials is slowly approaching our destination at the tar sands mine. Let's see if this is the last thing that we need. Alright, the construction materials are already basically getting started in there. But, however, though, we lost a lot of money. I think I'll just try running the commuter train as much as I can with minimal amount of passenger cars. Let's see how many I can get. Oh, I could basically continue my commuter train operations. But, however, I need to get some buses. Let's see. Bus service A1 and A2. Let's see. Bus service B. Hopefully I might have enough. Oh, I did not want to do that. Laid down an airport by mistake. Bus service C1 and C2. And also, cut this road service off. And also convert this back into, well, a small country road without a bus lane. And get rid of what line? Truck service B1. Alright, that should start getting people to ride my passenger trains again. Now, we just have to wait till the basin seal is completely filled up. So, again, I have to say it, yet again, I'm gonna cut off here for just a moment. And we're back, as it seems our limiting the damage at the oil sands pit is starting to basically happen as our building materials are helping to seal it. Hopefully, this will be the last thing we need to do.
It all worked out again after all. You did everything correctly. The catastrophe isn't going to happen. The Canadian economy is growing like never before. And you share the responsibility for that.
This was basically quite a tough mission. I have not expected this to go a little awry. Guess maybe investing in alternative fuels or alternative operations was not the way to go, I guess. But other than that, let's head back to the main menu and see what our final challenge is.
China between the present and the future. The metropolis of Shanghai is growing and growing and growing. The challenges associated with this are manifold, just like the potential problem-solving approaches. An urban paradise could soon thrive here, or a nightmare come true. Its fate remains uncertain. But one thing is certain. A lot depends on future transportation planning. Off to a journey into the world of tomorrow.
And basically, Mega City will be the final mission of the entirety of the vanilla campaign of Transport Fever 2. And in our next episode, we'll basically focus on the final mission, Mega City. As always, if you like this episode of Transport Fever 2, please be sure to leave a like and comment, and subscribe to Texas Gaming Industries for new video uploads every Friday or Saturday, depending on my outside schedule. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye!